What's up, guys? Welcome to the Death Wish Dungeon. I'm GTS the King.
I'm in balance.
And today we're going to be talking about Ready Player One. And he's got the paperback. Now, I'm going to be 100% honest. I have not read this book since it came out back in like 2011, 2012? 2011.
I think it was, yeah, I think you're right. One of those two.
Yeah, I remember like I got the book, read it, and then it was like the same day somebody told me like they released an audiobook that Will Wheaton did the voice for. Like he narrated the book. And I listened to that probably a month or two after I read the book and haven't seen, heard, or even thought about this until like they started talking about the movie. So we did a quick refresher on like the plot points and synopsis of the movie just so we could talk about this. The first thing we want to point out is Zach Penn is writing or wrote the screenplay with Ernest Cline. So it's the same person who wrote the book is actually co-wrote the screenplay.
Which is Ernest Cline. He's
Yeah.
the author.
So honestly, like that makes me feel good because usually when that happens it means it's going to be like very tight-knit with its source material.
Faithful adaptation.
Yeah.
But it's still an adaptation. People need to realize that about movies.
Yeah. You get all those people, well, it wasn't like the book. Nor should it have been. Like, I don't want to pay money to see the exact same thing that's already, happened in a book or whatever. Like, that's stupid to me.
Right.
Now, I do, like, while we were reading the synopsis and stuff, I did want to make a quick little note that I immediately thought of Sword Art Online because of its, similarities. It's very different, but it's, like, that's immediately what came to mind, which we found out the manga for that came out back in, like, 2009.
Which is a couple years before the book, so.
Yeah, it's just weird, but, I mean, a lot of times, like, I'm not saying that influenced him whatsoever because I had no idea. But that shit tends to happen. But I did think it was pretty cool that, like, because I loved the first season of Sword Art Online. Like, so it just made me fucking think of that. So I was like, yeah, I can't wait to see this movie. But, so we were going through, like, the actors and stuff they got to play all of our favorite characters. And what's funny is we know just about none of them.
Yeah, they're all newcomers.
It's
kids.
all newcomers. And so the only one that we actually recognized was T.J. Miller and Simon Pegg. And T.J. Miller plays IROC. Simon Pegg is going to play the Og, or Ogden Morrow, and that's awesome. We were looking at like 3 of the main characters. Artemis is being played by Olivia Cook. We had to actually, but we're not gonna lie, we had to look these people up because we had no freaking clue.
Yeah.
But apparently Olivia Cook is the girl from Ouija. That's the only thing I know her from. She's obviously played in other stuff, but that's the most like memorable thing that I'm like, oh yeah, it's the girl from Ouija. Then Hannah John, is it Kamen? Kamen?
Kamen?
I don't know, it's probably Kamen. She was in Game of Thrones for like 2 episodes.
Character actor.
Yeah.
Star Wars is an Imperial officer.
Yeah, she's
Sophia and Tomb Raider movie that's coming out, which I'll be reviewing this week.
So
another wink underneath the sunglasses.
Yeah, I love it when you do that.
I know.
Nobody can tell you're winking. Damn it. Like anyway, so yeah, so she's a character actress, which is cool. Like she's in it. Then Ty Sheridan is Wade Owen Watts or Parzival. He's the main character. We had to look him up too because he looked familiar, and I couldn't figure out where I'd seen him before. First off, we found out he played young Cyclops in the Apocalypse movie, X-Men Apocalypse, and the new one, The Phoenix. I didn't recognize him from that though, because he has all the shit on his face.
Yeah.
Seen him in a Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse.
Right, that was a great movie.
Yeah, that movie is freaking hilarious.
I didn't see H listed in the cast. Like, is he not in the movie, or do we overlook that?
I didn't see him.
Oh, there's H.
Where?
Go on.
Where?
I thought I saw him. Yeah. Lena. Waithe?
Oh, okay. That's why. I didn't know how you spelled that.
Yeah. So H is in the movie. Because I was like, they can't have a movie without H.
Wait. Wait, what? What? Does one play one in the real world, the other one play the other one in the simulation or something?
I think they're twins, aren't they?
But why is it both? I'm confused now.
It could be. Which I'm sure we'll figure it out when we watch
Yeah,
next
I was
movie.
just trying to figure it out because, like...
There's 2 Rebs listed.
Yeah.
That's what we're confused about.
You see her, and then... Where'd that go? They look nothing alike.
Yeah. Okay then.
So that's why I was like, that doesn't make much sense.
Maybe it is like the Avatar and...
That's kind of what I was
life,
thinking. Because, I mean, it is that type of movie.
Yeah, which we should probably explain what the book and movie's about.
Yeah.
Because people watching this have no idea what we're talking about.
Yeah, so we just wanted to get through basically the main point that we have no idea who any of these people are. It's kind of awesome that it's all newcomers. I'm pretty excited about that because it's not often you get to see a movie made with just all like new up and coming actors and actresses. So,
Steven Spielberg's directing it.
Yeah.
Which I think he did that with Super 8 too, didn't he? Yeah, like all newcomers.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I like how he's doing that.
It's pretty cool to me. Like I'm all for it. So yeah, Ready Player One is based in a dystopian future where there's an energy crisis because of something called the Oasis. But basically everybody's world is shit. If you'll hold that book up again, you can barely see it.
Cover.
But like there's these stacks that's where people live. So they basically go to the Oasis to hide away from their shitty lives. And I'll let you explain.
Yeah, they're just stacks of like trailers, like mobile homes just stacked on top of each other. That's how people live now. It's like the equivalent of the ghetto, pretty much.
Yeah.
And like, pretty much it's like around here in Mansfield, a place called Little Kentucky. Pretty much what it is.
Yeah.
But the Oasis is this big virtual reality hub. It's like the most advanced technology. People wear, a visor. They even have these gloves that they can simulate like feeling things within the virtual environment that they're in.
Yep.
The only thing is, only like the wealthy can really do a whole lot in the Oasis, like travel from world to world, buy clothes and weapons and accessories for their avatars.
Yeah.
And the main character in this, his avatar's name is Parzival. His real name is Wade in the real world. He's a gunter, which the story behind that is the man who created the Oasis. His name's James Halliday. He dies, and his last will and testament, he releases a video to the world saying that he's giving away his fortune and his company to whoever can find 3 Easter eggs within the Oasis, which are 3 different keys. And pretty much they have to figure out how to find them. He doesn't give a whole lot of like instructions on how to find them.
Yeah.
Just like 3 little clues, pretty much, that like mean nothing to most people.
Yep.
So Parzival, he's broke because he's living in the stacks. He's stuck in this one world where his high school is within the Oasis, because people even go to school in the Oasis.
Yeah. They really like escape all of their life
Yeah.
inside the Oasis.
And he can't go off world because he can't afford it. That's like, it costs a fortune to teleport from one world to another. He can't even afford a spaceship to fly around. And then one day he's just bored and he discovers that one of the Easter eggs is on the world that he's always been on.
Yep.
So he finds the first egg, and his name goes up on a scoreboard that the whole world can see. So he catches like worldwide attention from this.
Yep.
He meets Artemis, I forget the guy's name already, but he's like the head of this like rival corporation that's trying to take control of the Oasis and charge everybody to use it. They're pretty much the bad guys in the movie.
Yeah.
After he tries to get him to join, and Parzival says no, he blows up the fucking stack that he lives in.
Yeah.
He tries to kill him. So, just a good time had by all. I don't want to give away spoilers of the whole plot, but it's a really good book. You should read it if you haven't. If not, wait, see the movie.
Yep.
And then you should definitely read the book afterwards.
I just like while you were talking about that, I was just reading this over and over, because we were looking at the synopsis.
Oh yeah.
And it says Parzival completes the Gates puzzles by playing through the Dungeons of Daggereth video game, and then role-playing Matthew Broderick's character in the film War Games.
Oh.
And like that just Like that part, like Matthew Broderick's character in the film War Games. I was like, hey, Matthew Broderick. Yay.
The guy who created the Oasis is obsessed with 80s pop culture.
Yeah.
So the book's littered with like references to 80s pop culture.
Yeah, which is why I think he had, because they do mention Will Wheaton a lot in the book when they're talking about the old like Star Trek shit. So I think that's why they were like, hey, we're gonna get Will Wheaton to narrate this, which is, I mean, it's pretty cool. Like I liked hearing that.
So I'm imagining the movie is going to be a real throwback to the 80s too, a lot of 80s music.
And I wonder if there'll be like little cameos like strewn throughout, because...
I know in the trailer I saw a lot of like cameos from different 80s movie characters. You know E.T.'s got to be in it if Spielberg directs it.
Oh yeah. So earlier,
Indiana Jones.
When you were talking about the bad guys, it's the
IOI Corporation.
Yeah, the IOI, and it's Sorrento.
Sorrento's the guy's name.
Yeah, he tries to recruit Wade. Wade doesn't want to, so then he tries to kill him in the book. And
blows up the stacks where he lives.
Yeah, and tries to disguise it as a meth lab accident.
I think he ends up killing his aunt that he lives with or something like that.
I'll be honest with you, I don't remember. Yeah. But I do remember vaguely, like him trying to kill him.
Which in the book, his aunt's a real bitch anyways. So
yeah.
Who cares?
So you're like, whatever. But yeah, so I mean, we don't know anything about the film yet as far as like how much is it going to be.
Yeah, we didn't even scratch the surface of the book either. But,
yeah. We don't want to throw everything out there and like ruin everything for everybody, but so we don't give a fuck. But just to be clear, Metacritic gave it a 65%, which we both said they can go fuck themselves. 78% on Rotten Tomatoes, which is pretty good. 8.1 out of 10 on the International Movie Database, which we were just talking. I don't give a fuck what Rotten Tomatoes says. I think they're a joke. I think Metacritic's a joke. International Movie Database, I believe they have a little bit more of a level playing field when it comes to their scores, because it's people who've seen the film. It's
actual users.
Yeah, it's users. It's user based.
Not just critics who get advanced copies and go to advanced screenings.
Yeah. So 8.1 out of 10, I think it's pretty damn good. So I'm pretty freaking excited to see this. Being that it's directed by Steven Spielberg, like, I really, on one side, I'm like, this could be so freaking phenomenal. On the other side, there's times that he just goes like way off in freaking no man's land. And I'm just curious of like how this is gonna come out looking.
Oh, yeah, like Minority Report.
Yeah.
That one wasn't his greatest.
But usually he's pretty on point. So if we didn't say it, the movie comes out March 29th, 2018. That's right around the corner.
A week or two from today.
Yeah.
And then right before I see Lord and RTJ, which nobody on YouTube cares about that.
Everybody's like, who?
Yeah.
But yeah. So we can't really review concerts because we're going to a couple of different concerts between the two of us, and then I got all the local concerts where I work. Like that's gonna be freaking fun. Yeah. Blow my goddamn brains out. Like, yay! I don't know if you guys probably don't know this. Like, well, here in Mansfield, hip hop's pretty well accepted, but in the area that I work at, I'm not gonna mention where I work. We do live music like every day, and I mean like every fucking day.
It's all honky tonk,
and it's all country and classic rock cover bands. Which, whatever, I don't care. It's just like when it's every day, it can get old. But anyway, that's completely off topic. That's also why, go ahead and talk about this for a minute. Like, you guys will see less of me outside of playing games and our Death Wish Wednesday videos, because coming, I think we looked at the schedule, I think it's probably the end of this month, beginning of next month. I think I have a week in April, the first week of April, that I will still relatively be available. From that point in April up until about the end of October, like, I will be living where I work, because it is going to be non-stop festivals and banquets and shows, and it's a nightmare. So I will literally be there 24 freaking 7. So He's gonna be doing a lot of reviews. Like I said, I'm still gonna try to do video games. I've been doing the Rainbow Six Siege Outbreak, which seemed like a lot of people care about, but apparently not our videos. Also, I've noticed that a lot of people just called it Rainbow Six Siege Zombies, which great, good for you, you're retarded. But yeah, anyway, so go check those videos out. Watch his reviews. He's going to be doing a lot of that because we need content. And obviously, it's going to be hard for us to
I love going to movies, so it's a win-win.
When I do the video game stuff, I'm going to try to do it day by day and have it uploaded at a specific time. So like the first video, when it uploads, say it's like a Monday at 3:00 p.m., then if there's more videos throughout that week, it'll literally be day by day at the exact same time. I know we don't normally do like scheduled times, but because of the time crunch that we're in, him working and me working, we were uploading videos in advance, setting a schedule and just saying, we still can't give you a definitive schedule and say like, oh, this video will go up at this time, but we can say that if there's, multiple parts to videos, they will go up at the same time per day that it uploads. So that's really all we can do, guys. Like it's about to get real fucking crazy in here. It's gonna be a lot of you not seeing me playing video games and him doing a lot of reviews. And then our Death Wish Wednesdays, this is what really sucks for us, is we're having to do a lot of stuff in advance. And so some of the stuff, by the time you see it, we may have thought at this point, that's gonna be relevant then. Because, and we're thinking like, oh, this game's coming out, or these things are happening at this time, so we're gonna film this now, and then more close to that time, we'll release it. Problem is, we have no way, obviously we can't tell the future, so we could think like, oh, this game's gonna be pretty popular, and then it come out and just fucking flop. And then we're stuck with a video where we were like, yeah, it looks really good. And people are like, no. So,
or gets canceled.
Yeah, like that would be horrible. So,
like we did a whole video on a game that got canceled once.
Yeah, it was back in our infancy.
Yeah.
That was so stupid. It was so stupid. It was like, oh, well, it got canceled, so Death Wish, woo! Like, we know what we're doing. We're professionals.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're fucking retarded. But, it's sad. Like, I say infancy, like we've been on YouTube for years. I mean, well, technically speaking,
we're
both
still
of us...
technically in our infancy.
Yeah, I was technically speaking, like, both of us have been on YouTube for, I've been here for 6-7 years. But I've
for a while, but
changed channels, like, 20 times.
I just never took it as seriously as I do now.
Yeah, like I've never. We did the DBMP Entertainment, but you at the time were busy. You didn't get to make a lot of content. I made content as I could, but back then the copyright thing wasn't such an issue, so I made like, CD reviews and shit like that. And then the other guy just created the dumbest shit that nobody cared about or wanted to watch. So it was basically me and him when he could, and then just some random jackass doing God knows what.
I literally made a video where I said the ocean's salty because of whale semen, and I was eating KFC out of a bucket,
Yeah.
and I got more views than he did.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. So anyway, like we obviously take this a lot more serious and try our hardest on this, but like it feels like we've been doing this forever, but it's been, 6 months?
Yeah, that's just because we keep doing stuff every week.
And then I think we have like 70, almost 80 videos.
Yeah.
We have thousands of views and accumulation. I think it was like 3.95. I don't fucking know. I don't hardly look at analytics anymore.
Yeah, I don't know.
It doesn't really matter to me. And we have 50 subscribers, which in the last couple channels that I started, it took a while to get up to 50. And the other thing is, I can't stand doing that freaking sub for sub thing that's going like nuts. I did that once and I just don't want to do it. Because for one, I don't want a bunch of subscribers that could give a shit less about what's going on.
Right.
Like, that's not the goal of this. The goal of this is to actually have our fans give a crap and have a place to come together.
We want genuine fans. We're not the type to pay for, say, I don't know, like 109,000 followers or something like that are all bought and paid for, obviously.
Yeah.
But
I don't we're not gonna do that. Like, that's not gonna happen. So if we sit at fucking 50 to 100 subscribers for another year, I don't give a shit. Like, I really don't care. Like, we would rather have people who actually give a crap. So anyway, off subject, back to what we were originally talking about. I highly recommend you go see this movie. I highly recommend you read the book. Honestly, I'd probably go see the movie first if you haven't read the book.
Yeah, if you haven't read the book by now, I mean, if you're a fast reader, try to get it in before the movie comes out. But if not, just wait for the movie.
Yeah, honestly, I would just wait for the movie anyway, because you're gonna end up being one of those people. You're gonna read the book, you're gonna go see the movie, and you're like, oh, it wasn't like the book.
Oh yeah, I probably will be.
Yeah, I would just go see the movie and then later read the book if you want to be like, oh yeah, well they changed that, whatever. But either way, so it looks like it's gonna be fucking amazing. We will most likely. We're gonna try. It's a scheduling conflict. We're gonna try to go see this the day it comes out and do a review on it. If I can't be involved in it, he's still gonna do it.
I'll steal the show.
He's still going to try to do a review without me.
Oh, I'll do a review with or without you.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping you can come along. But if not,
so
my Strangers reviews seem to do pretty well, so I'm feeling pretty confident in my movie reviews.
Yeah. And I'm actually happy that you guys, like, or at least for our fans that are around watching that, weren't like without both of us just tune out, because then you're just being a jackass.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter if either one of us are doing something. Like, trust me, the other one's involved somehow. It's just off camera.
Even the Rainbow Six videos.
Yeah.
I'm just like, let me know how it is.
Like, he does a lot of the work and shit behind the scenes too to help me, because when I'm filming those, I'm definitely not in the studio. I am in a freaking apartment with a toddler and dogs, and I'm waiting, 2 o'clock in the morning filming those, and I'm always like, I can't do shit here. Like, all of our stuff is set up for the studio, so like when I upload it, I'm like, hey, run tube buddy, do all the stuff that needs to be done there. Like, that's why I don't even, like, I can't add an intro screen or outro screen. Like, I literally just upload the video as is and hope for the best. Which takes for fucking ever, by the way. Because it's not compressed.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Oh, God.
Takes hours.
At least take the time to make a thumbnail.
Yeah. Yeah, I can do that. Like, here's my thumbnail. But anyway, guys, so, yep, definitely go see Ready Player One. Read the book, watch the movie, have fun. Jack off in the theater if you want to. I recommend the holding the bucket of popcorn thing. You would think that by now that it is completely, like, everybody knows that trick. But here's the thing. It's so well known, it's like, it's kind of like a double trick, because, like, oh, no, nobody would do that anymore because, everybody does that. And then, gotcha, bitch. So I recommend doing that trick, and you want a lot of extra butter. Anyway, guys, we'll catch you in the next video. Peace.